Guys, so we're just going to finish up here now. So what we're going to do now one more time is when we want to see what a missing value of x is, we're always going to be looking at this proportion of basically the image over the pre-image, or one of the shapes over the other. So I always start by solving these by matching up my corresponding sides. So I got the top of this smaller shape. I'm going to match that up with the top of the bigger shape. And over here, I got this x variable that I'm trying to solve for. I'm going to match that side, so the left side of the smaller shape with the left side of the bigger shape. You need to figure out if you want to solve this when you're matching big with small or small with big when it comes to the corresponding sides. So if I look at this, if I have x, so that's the small side, small left side of the smaller shape, and I want to match that up over here. So I would put 25 on the bottom because those are my corresponding sides. Now I'm going to set that up. Since I had x over 25, I must look at my smaller shape and match yellow with yellow. And that would be 12 over 15. It must be 12 over 15. It can't be 15 over 12 because we did this x over this 25. Therefore, you must do 12 over 15. Now when I solve here, I'm just going to cross multiply. This is going to give me 15x is equal to 300. And when I divide both sides by 15, I'm going to get x is equal to 20. And then you're done. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. 7, I really don't like the numbers they use. So let's get rid of this 2/3. And let's turn this 1/3 into 3. So this is my new problem. I just didn't like the numbers, so I'm changing them. One more time, let's go ahead and match these corresponding sides. So I'm going to have this pink side match up with this pink side, and then down here at the bottom, this yellow side match up with this yellow side. Now, I always label these as like big and small, so, if I have this is my small side, this is my big side, and let's go ahead and match up. If I want to do this 3, this 3 represents this pink side right here. I have to match it up with this pink side over here, which is 12. So I'm going to have 3 over 12. Then over here, I'm going to have that equal to x over 18. So now, one more time, this small pink to big pink, equals small yellow to big yellow. So then when I cross multiply these, I'm going to have 12x is equal to 18 times 3, which is 54. I'm going to divide both sides by 12, and this will give me x equals 4.5. Okay. Next, let's go ahead and look at this part right here. I have 1.8 and 8, and I got x and 3. So when I go ahead and solve this, let's go ahead like I always do. I like matching up my colored sides. So we'll have 1.8 is going to match up with x. And then I'm going to have 8 match up with 3. And how we're going to do here is I have this basically my bigger and my smaller triangle. So I'm going to match up big to small with blues, then big to small with yellows. So this will be 1.8 over x is equal to, so that was big blue over small blue. Now we got to do big yellow over small yellow, which would be 8 over 3. So when I multiply straight across, this will give me 5.4 equals 8x. When I divide both sides by 8, I'm going to now have this 5.4 over 8, and I need to simplify that. So if you have a calculator, you can do that, and if you don't, what you could do is multiply the top and bottom by 10 to get 54 over 80, and then you can simplify these. So if I think what divides into both of these, let's see, 9, 5, 6, 8. So I know they're both divisible by 2. So this will give me 27 over 40. And I think that's as much as it can get reduced to. Let me just double check right here. Times 5, 4, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. So this would be my final answer. And guys, like I said, I just don't have a calculator on hand. You could simplify that as well with a calculator. And then it'd be something like 5 point something or 6 point something. I don't know off the top of my head. But you can also do that. So now you can also look at word problems. Now really quickly with word problems, I always do I always draw my pictures. So it says if a yardstick casts a shadow that is 21 feet long, so you got basically a yardstick, it's standing straight up. If a 6-inch yardstick, so this is 6 inches, cast a shadow that is 21 feet, how tall is a building with a shadow of 168 feet? And really quickly, this is in inches. I need to convert that to feet. So we're going to put, instead of 6 feet or 6 inches, that's just 0.5 feet. So I always want all my units to be the same. So it's basically saying, how tall is this building? So basically what I would do is I would do 0.5 over x, because it's this length with this length, okay? And then we would have that equal 21 over 168. So then when I multiply these across, I'm going to have 21x equals half of 168 is 84. So then when I divide these both by 21, I'm going to get x is equal to, and 84 divided by 21 is just 4. Okay. Now last one. At the same time, a 15-meter building casts a shadow. So you got this building. It's pretty tall. It's 15 meters. And it says it casts a shadow. You don't know how long the shadow is. And you have a man, which is 1.8 meters tall. He's 1.8 meters tall. And he casts a shadow that's 2.4. And now it says, how long is the shadow, is the length of the shadow? Let's go ahead and figure this out. Right here I have 15, so length, height of the building over height of the man, over length of the shadow of the building versus length of the shadow of the man. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to cross multiply these. So 2.4 times 15. And let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a little calculator right here, just so I can solve these. I don't know what these are off the top of my head. So if I did 15 times 2.4, that would give me 36. So 36 equals 1.8x. When I divide both of these by 1.8, I'm going to get x is equal to 20. So the length of the shadow of the building would be 20. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's all I have for you today. So make sure you upload your notes and have a great day.